Her reaction to the 135 Road Glide, aka Still Burning, aka True Gold. Let's get into it. Okay, what's going on YouTube? FXDLS Brooklyn is back in the building, and as you can see, we're coming at you live, very far from home, at a InNOut burger. That means we are on the West Coast, and one of the first things we do when we make it out here is, of course, go to the InNOut burger. So that's what we're doing right now, and this has been one of the first rides that your girl Jenny has properly gotten to ride on this bike. She did do a ride back home in New York, but we didn't have the sissy bar attached, so couldn't really get too crazy on that ride. But now with the sissy bar, her locked into place, which is an essential if you're riding 2-up, we can actually ride this bike properly. So we're gonna get some miles here in the West Coast, and we'll tell you a little bit about the reaction of a passenger, especially one that's been used to 10 years of Ratchet, Dyna, and FXR miles as a passenger. So we'll talk about that as we jump onto the bike and make some miles. So let's get moving.
Smart lady.
This is the first thing we do when we come out here. We come to InNOut. Yeah, you can't get this back home.
No.
Yeah.
Life is pain. I don't know if I would like to. That brings back too many memories.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Well, have a good trip.
You too, man. Oh, you got my glasses. See? Active passenger. She's not a passenger. She's part of the game. You want a passenger that's got your back. And you want a sissy bar that has your passenger's back. I'm going to wait till I finish the trip to give this sissy bar a good review. This is from Motherwell, one of the only tall sissy bars I could find for the touring platform. And so far it's been good, but I'll wait to say some stuff until I actually complete the trip. Thank you, InNOut Burger. It is a spiritual experience from a New Yorker getting to go to InNOut, man. Again, that's the only way I can describe it. It's borderline spiritual. Someone back home will get mad at me for saying this, but Shake Shack has got nothing on InNOut Burger. You know, coming from a New Yorker, it is what it is. Okay, so her initial reaction on my 135 Road Glide. So if you're following us along, basically what happened is we made it out here to the West Coast. As you know, this is a coast-to-coast trip, so she flew out here to come and get some West Coast miles. And yeah, I think her first reaction to this particular bike is that she needed to wear earplugs, man. She needed to wear earplugs. It was a no-brainer, man, because she's gotten away, especially with her showy RF 1400, of not wearing earplugs on some of my bikes, which honestly I would always encourage anyone, passenger or rider, to wear earplugs on any bike. But on this bike, she just could not believe how loud, or much louder, this bike is as compared to my other bikes. Again, we're running a 135 with a custom Fab 28 exhaust, so it is a very loud bike. So her very first reaction is looking for her earplugs, which is an appropriate reaction to this bike. But then anyway, our ride out here that we just did, we didn't really go crazy, but we did get to rip some twisties coming out here. As you can see, we're surrounded by mountains. We're actually right outside of Lake Tahoe. We're technically in Carson City, Nevada. So what that means is we're really on the California border right now. And throwing this bike around in some twisties, doing this or that, she just got off the bike. And especially now that she has the sissy bar behind her, she just could not believe how much of a more comfortable and enjoyable experience this bike is, as opposed to my Dynas and FXRs and even my Lowrider ST. So her initial experience as a passenger is a very good one. She's very happy. The seating position's great, but I think the thing that she said that added most to her comfort in general is just the smoothness of the ride, which is going to come down to the frame of the bike on this platform, but then also the suspension. she could very much feel just the fact that this bike glides like an absolute dream, being that I have 14-inch Fox suspension in the back, as well as the Kraus inverted front end, makes this bike just an absolute dream to ride on, and that translates to the passenger. So it's quite a contrast, especially down to my FXR, which she has put a lot of passenger miles on with me. So she is a happy passenger right now, which is kind of what you want if riding motorcycles for you is kind of a thing that you do as a couple, which again, it's something that's pivotal to our relationship. We put in a lot of miles together. It's an activity that we both enjoy. So her first reaction is one of obvious positivity. She's happy, which makes me happy. In terms of being on the bike trip right now, I don't really feel even much of a difference with her being on the back. You know, the bike's been fully loaded, plus with moto camping gear, and she ain't the biggest lady. So to me, this just kind of feels like the bike being fully loaded, like it has been for the last 4,000 miles. So it kind of brings me down to one of the big reasons why you might want to consider jumping onto a road glide or a street glide or a Road King or any of the offerings on the Grand American Touring line, which is the passenger experience, especially if you're somebody that does do a lot of two-up riding. It really can enhance that experience for you and your passenger if, again, you're somebody that does a lot of two-up riding. And I'm really happy because, you know, the last couple of years she's kind of flown out to some of the destinations I've been riding to, but I'm really thinking, we were talking about this last night at dinner, that next year we really want to actually do a full-on bike trip that's a little bit longer than some of the ones we've done two-up. You know, most of the ones that we've done over the years has been two-up moto camping. A lot of it on the East Coast. I think the furthest we've ever done together has been probably going out to Ohio. And again, every time we've done it, we've always weaved in moto camping, which kind of adds an extra challenge. So those of you who do watch this content, which again, I'm bringing you the perspective of a Dynabro, or someone who's been a Dynabro for the last 10 years, who's finally sipped the Kool-Aid on the Road Glide platform, and you're just kind of experiencing this journey with me. And again, part of that experience is the effect that it will have on your two-up riding, which has been immense, to say the least. So she's happy. It's obviously a better bike for two-up riding in terms of comfort, but there's a lot of things that this bike excels in, especially in the fact that I built it out to be performance front and center. So it's gonna be more comfortable for her, but dude, this bike handles like a dream, dude. Like I said, we were throwing it around the twisties, and I was not for want of my Dyna or my FXR or my ST in those situations. So we're kind of just living our best lives right here, where if her and I want to rip a heavy mile day, she's going to be super comfortable. We have the bags, we have a lot of storage, we have everything we need to do that. But then if we want to go for a little joyride, hit the twisties, if I got to do some tactical maneuvering, like I said, we're about to cross the California border where lane splitting is legal. I know that this bike can also handle that. So her reaction to the 135 Road Glide is 2 thumbs up, man, coming from the lady herself. And again, that makes me happy for someone who does a lot of two-up riding. So that's it, y'all. That's her reaction. We are very far from home. I hope you've been enjoying the journey, as I've been trying to cover a lot of this in the form of some traditional moto vlogs. It does not get better than this coming from Brooklyn, New York. This cannot be any more of a contrast than what I'm used to. So if you've been enjoying it, take a moment to like and subscribe. If you make miles, not excuses, check out outriderdemons.com. Forever Cursed, if you're about those cursed miles, check it out. And patreon.com/FXDLS Brooklyn. if you're trying to get those deeper cuts. We're going to keep it moving. Stay safe, outride your demons, and FXDLS Brooklyn is out.